The Varsity College FNB Surfski series is proudly presented by Varsity College and First National Bank. Welcome back to episode 2 of the Varsity College FNB Surfski series. With the Summer Surfski series winding down, we move into the second part of the series. The racing this year has simply been phenomenal and the closest in recent history. The men's competition is reaching boiling point with 2 athletes still in contention for the title and a handful of others knocking on the door. Some stellar performances from Ironman Wade Krieger saw him take his first win in the series, and with a handful of seconds too, was looking very strong for a podium place this year. We would also see old rivals go toe-to-toe once more, as 2 of the world's best surfski athletes were holding nothing back. The first few races had given Matthew Bowman a strong advantage, and he would take the lead in the series in front of Hank McGregor. But McGregor would fight back, heading into race number 5 and managed to claw a win back, still giving him a chance at the overall title. But he would need to win at least 4 of the next 5 races for this to be possible. The ladies' season had also stacked up to be the closest we'd ever seen, and now we saw some new blood at the top of the podium, sounding a strong warning for series leader Nicole Russell, who was in front with 3 wins but by no means unbeatable. So, 5 races to go, a handful of contenders still in the hunt, and if past races are anything to go by, clearly anything is possible. Race 6, and Durban delivered a true KwaZulu-Natal gem, with clear skies and mild winds, but some good bumps on the water as another massive field took to the ocean. This week saw the absence of series leader Matt Bowman, and this just fueled the fire for others to make up some ground on his lead. Hank McGregor was the first to seize the chance, and he took the race to everyone from the first stroke, holding off Wade Krieger, who was also looking very strong, trying to capitalize on his recent winning form with another here today. As the sun set on another superb summer day in Durban, Nicole Russell was taking care of business. She would storm to the lead after lap 1 and was simply unstoppable, showing even the men how to ride the runs.
Fantastic conditions if you want to have a tough day out on the water. Plenty blue bottles, big surf, lots of chop, lots of wind. Sometimes the tough ones are the ones you remember the most.
But today would ring in what was looking like a comeback, as Hank McGregor took the race by the neck and made it his own, with a flawless performance of power and grace, taking a second win in the series, silencing any critics.
Tonight I managed to have a clean day, clean race, got out clean and managed to pull away from everyone when it counted, and yeah, really stoked to get away with my second win of the series. 3 results down, 3 to go, and looking forward to the next couple of races.
The Varsity College FNB Series prides itself in not only offering a platform for athletes to prove themselves each week, but also showing its support for the paddling community where it can.
My name's Zog Haynes and I run the Letty Love Fund. We're a public benefit organisation based in KwaZulu-Natal and we've been going for about just over a year now. Why we set it up is access to reliable transport and mobility just in general is something that all of us take for granted. And the Letty Love Fund, certainly in KZN anyway, hopes to put a set of car keys in the hands of every cancer patient operating or attending the Albert Luthuli Central Hospital. The Letty Love Fund was ultimately born out of a great deal of heartache and hardship for myself personally, but has ended up being something quite amazing in my life and the lives of many cancer fighters that are out there.
Race 7 is a firm favourite in the Letty Love Challenge, and paddlers show support for cancer sufferers by wearing pink in all shapes and forms.
We're down at Marine Surf Lifesaving Club for race 7 of the Varsity College FNB Surfski series. Tonight is the Letty Paddle Surfski Challenge. A very unique race where the paddlers in our surfski community come down all dressed in pink to show support for a cancer drive and show support for the people around our surfski community that are affected by cancer. Another great evening for surfski paddling. We have a light southwesterly wind blowing, which has flattened the conditions out. It's going to be very favourable for novice or new paddlers that are going to come down and do the race for the first time. We have some of the world's best paddlers taking part tonight. We have 1 or 2 out-of-town paddlers that are up in KZN. David Mocker from Cape Town, who is the national champion at this time, is going to be a force to be reckoned with, taking on some of the Durban paddlers like series leader Matthew Bowman and defending champion Hank McGregor are going to dice it out here at race 7.
So the wet weather certainly didn't dampen spirits today and couldn't extinguish the fires within to race. Matt Bowman was back and looking to not take prisoners, leading the first lap over Hank McGregor and looking very strong. The ladies' battle was just as tight, but a familiar sight led the way. Nicole Russell was looking so strong, but Kaida Purchase and Hayley Nixon were not letting her get away and move any closer to wrapping up the series, as they were fighting hard on her wash. At this stage, McGregor had made his move and put the slip on Bowman by just a few meters. In the ladies' race, it was pink power all the way. Russell was simply unstoppable once more as she belted out a powerful final stretch. Finding another gear, she leaves the rest of the field to wonder what had happened. This win will put her squarely in the driving seat now for a series win. And with only 3 races left, she just needs one more big result to close it out. A late charge saw McGregor get the best of everyone else, and he would celebrate his 3rd win, closing the gap just a little more on Bowman. But still needing 2 more wins if he hopes to push the imposing form of Matt Bowman off the top. And with the end now almost in sight, that will be one mammoth task. As the 2016 Varsity College FNB Surfski series headed into the business end, race 8 of the series would see challenging ocean conditions, and with a lot of sand pumping at Marine in recent weeks, For safety reasons, the race would get underway with a backline start for the first time this year. This race sees title contender Hank McGregor absent this week, and if Bowman wins today, McGregor will need to produce positive results in the final 2 races if he wishes to qualify for the final standings.
We're going to do a backline start for the first time in the series.
So the stage was set for an epic encounter as paddlers got underway from backline, and it was as if they could smell blood in the water, as all the usual suspects made a charge for the front. Wade Krieger had a taste of victory earlier on in the season, and with testing conditions like these, there was no better chance than today to snatch a win as he took up the pull on the first lap. But that was short-lived as Matt Bowman relished the conditions as he paddled away from race 3 winner Krieger. The downwind section was simply sublime, and for the first time this season, Durban was showing off what it could offer up.
It was a lot of fun out there today. There was a little bit of a easterly bump, so we had lots of fun getting runs coming back.
The ladies' race was setting itself up for an awesome showdown. Nicole Russell had only 1 win to all but seal the series title, and she was showing stupendous form and certainly looking very comfortable in the bigger ocean conditions here today. The start of the second lap seemed to flip a switch for Matt Bowman, and he found another gear, destroying the rest of the field who were left fighting for the leftovers. By now, the women's race was shaping up for another close finish. Nicole Russell was holding off a strong challenge from Hayley Nixon, with Jenna Ward and Kaida Purchase just off her wash, neither paddler willing to give up anything. The runs today were simply spectacular, and Luke and Adam Nisbet were showing everyone just how runs can be ridden. Not far back, Matt Bowman had put a massive gap between himself and any rival, and he looked like he was having the time of his life. This win will put Bowman back on the top of the leaderboard with 4 wins and 1 second place. Hank McGregor in second will need to win the last 2 races to take the series at this stage. Back to the ladies' clash, and true to form, Nicole Russell heads for the finish leading the ladies. As it lies now, she will just need to finish the next race to take the series. What a great season she's had. A slow start missing the first few races, but made up for that with 4 wins and a few second places. Race 9, and with just 2 races left, Durban showed off and offered up the best day of the year by far.
We're down at Marine Surf Lifesaving Club for the 9th race of the Varsity College FNB Surfski series. We've had an amazing turnout tonight on probably the day of the year for a Surfski paddle.
I think Durban definitely delivered a pearl of an evening. I think everyone that ever wanted to paddle Surfski tonight was the night.
Amazing clear skies and eerily calm ocean conditions attracted one of the biggest fields of the season. With a full contingent of ladies on the beach, today would decide the series champion, and you could feel the energy in the air. The ladies' start should have been a pretty standard affair, but Hayley Nixon had some issues and took a while getting off the start line, giving herself a boatload of work to do to catch up. The men's field was also stacked to the hilt. All the main players were here today, and this race could just prove the tipping point for the top podium place. And with such flat ocean conditions, every meter was going to be earned the hard way. At the first turn, the ladies' race had already stepped it up a level. Hayley Nixon, after a disastrous start, had made a strong push back up to the leading group and was now leading and looking very strong. Nicole Russell hanging on, looking to close out the series here today. An amazing setting as the sun frames the spectacular day on the water. Conditions looking more like a lake right now than the mighty Indian Ocean. And at the sharp end of the race, the action was anything but calm, and Matt Bowman and Hank McGregor were locked in battle. McGregor would put the hammer down and managed to get the drop on Bowman momentarily, getting a good 40 meters ahead and was showing his pedigree right now.
Matthew is definitely upped his game. Tonight was a fantastic race between the two of us. There was absolutely zero assistance from the sea, so whatever you got, you had to earn.
Back to the ladies, and Hayley Nixon was having a stormer. She comes from a rowing background and recently made the crossover to ocean paddling and is showing amazing strength here today as Nicole Russell tries to hold onto her wash. What a day on the ocean. Spectacular is an understatement. And what a performance by Hank McGregor too. A win here today will keep his title hopes alive, and Bowman can only sit back and watch right now.
We've got one more race of the series. If I don't win it, Matthew does. We've got everything to race for.
The sharp end of the ladies' race, and Hayley Nixon, who has been Miss Consistency this season, has showed amazing strength and determination to come back from a bad start to paddle the whole way through the field, and now looks to take her first race win of the series.
Hayley, she had an absolute stormer. She pulled the whole way.
It was a ruthless race. I think ultimately Nikki and I just fought it out every single stroke.
The valuable points from the win makes her the top contender for the series runner-up award, as she goes 1 point clear of Kaida Purchase in the overall log. So, with one race left, the ladies series is settled. The leaderboard looks like this. That second place in race 9 puts Nicole Russell in an unbeatable position at the top with 4 wins and 2 second places. She takes the series title with 1 race to go. Hayley Nixon now slots into the second position. Superb effort this season has seen her consistently place in the top 3, and she's earned that spot. Kaida Purchase, still a junior, makes up the final podium place and also consistently in the top places. Certainly an athlete with a bright future in paddling. Now as we look to the end of the series, it's just the men's left to settle, and it will all come down to the final race. Race 10 of the 2016 Varsity College FNB Surfski Series, and what a fitting finale. This race doubles as the SA School Surfski Champs as well, and sees young paddlers from all over the country make their way to Durban to take part.
Come down to the showdown. Final race of the series. We're level pegging at the top of the leaderboard. The win today is going to take the overall title of the series.
Bailey de Panamere.
William Wood from East London.
Mark Keeling.
Mark and Bailey are super strong at the moment.
2 seconds and a first in the under 18 now.
I think I'm going to go quite hard at the start.
It's going to be a little tough.
Put my head down, don't look back.
So I was hoping for big swell, big runs.
It's going to be some good racing and tough.
Recent years have seen the school's Surfski Championships competitors presented with some hectic conditions. However, the weather gods were kind this time around, dishing up one of the best evenings on the ocean we've had all series. The SA schools are off first, and immediately the top contenders make for the front, all looking to be in the best position going into the first turn. It's Cape Town's Mark Keeling that takes the early advantage, seeing an opportunity going into the runs. He puts in a strong interval and pulls ahead.
Mark took up the pull on the downwind and just got a little bit of a lead on us and just held it the whole way.
Once the gap opened and Bailey ended up being on the back of the bunch at that first turn, I just took my opportunity and went and just never held back.
Get around the can first and try to get the first run, and I think that's where he started to pull away.
They were hard worked for, they weren't easy runs. You got to back your training. If he caught me, then he caught me, then there's nothing I could really do, then I would just change my tactic.
So loads of excitement for the schools race, but let's not forget the men's. And this is the race that will decide the champion, as Hank McGregor takes it by the horns and storms into the lead. Quite a large field for the men's, with the Varsity College Sports Life program bringing athletes from all over SA to race today. Nearing the end of lap 1, Mark Keeling is punishing the field and has a healthy lead going into the turn. But Bailey is not letting this go so easy and fights back. Zachary Pracer hanging on to the third spot right now. McGregor at this stage certainly looks like he means business, and Bowman is nowhere to be seen right now. The schools race is running at a furious pace now, as Mark Keeling takes the race by the scruff of the neck and certainly isn't letting go. Bailey is trying to hold on, and he is now under pressure from Zachary Pracer. But at this pace, Keeling will take the title and the bursary from Varsity College. William Wood from the Eastern Cape hangs on to the fourth spot right now, as he watches Hank McGregor power past him, still holding a good lead, but Bowman has made up some distance and isn't far back. Into the final 2 kilometers now, and Mark Keeling can see the finish now. Nobody will stop him today, and he's led from the first turn. He took his opportunities and now he has the reward. But spare a thought for Bailey, who's won every junior race he's entered this year.
And I'm stoked to have won the under 18 category after 3 years of hard racing.
Pretty stoked with that, and me and Mark are the same age group, so we'll be battling out for years to come. It's going to be fun.
I'll definitely see you on the water for next year.
So the sun is set on another Friday night's racing in Durban. Hank McGregor holds on to take the race, and with that he will take the 2016 men's title from Matt Bowman. What a comeback from him. Missing the first few races and a few in the middle of the season, he fought back hard, and this rivalry doesn't get boring between these two superb ocean athletes. So final series standings look like this. McGregor at the top with 6 wins in the end. Matt Bowman only a few points back in second, and Mr. Consistency Wade Cricker into that third spot. Wade has improved immensely this season, stealing a win in race number 3 and being on the podium in almost every other race. Bailey de Vandermeer pipping Jean Prater into the 5th spot. Watch the space, this junior has a bright future ahead of him. So that brings the curtain down on the Varsity College FNB Surfski series for 2016. A very close race in both men's and women's series, and some massive performances showcase superb new talent coming through the ranks. A new SA Schools champion was crowned, and the invaluable support from Varsity College here is highlighting the young talent we have in this country. And with world champions like Hank McGregor to look up to, the future looks very bright. This has been the Varsity College FNB Surfski series. Quite simply the best thing to do on a Friday night. We'll see you next season. The Varsity College FNB Surfski series is proudly presented by Varsity College and First National Bank.